Now Dayton's at 6 for 11.
Everyone.
For new clip.
And now our feature presentation.
Yo, did you see the new thing Matt posted?
No.
Hold up, I'll send it to you.
Okay. That's it?
Open it.
Yo, what did you do to my phone?
Is it not the post?
Where did you get this from?
Girl, I don't know.
You got mail.
Good evening. Welcome back to Girl, I Don't Know with your host, Jaiden Dunbar, where today we'll discuss how social media has either positively or negatively affected the younger generation's development over the years. I'm joined with Quang Tran,
Taylie Tran,
Jett Huynh,
Amanda Lay,
Nguyen.
but just remember, all that really matters is what you think. What do you think is right?
What do you all think is right?
Girl, I don't know.
Before we had social media, it was much harder to contact other people that you couldn't just see, such as like your neighbors, such as friends that could be 15 to even 30 minutes away. But due to these technological advances like phones, computers, we are able to call, text, FaceTime, WeChat, and even more. And because of this, we can also use social media apps like Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, which allows for constant communication and connection wherever you are or whenever you want.
Since then, the accessibility of social media has allowed people to be able to find a community and foster diversity through media. Specifically during COVID, being able to readily access an online source of groups of people that are joined together through common interests was something that was very important, especially in a time that allowed little to no contact with others.
Due to the little to no contact people had and they couldn't see their friends, families in person, people had to resort to social media such as TikTok, which had blown up during that time because there were a lot of people having to move over to social media as another platform of entertainment.
Since people were a little bit more desperate for human contact during that time, most of them turned to online sources, which in turn caused them to be more invested in other people's lives.
During COVID, it was a time where a lot of friendships were made due to the distance of not seeing our friends and family.
Because of the rise of these new platforms, people were more eager to share their stories, and the faceless contact made them more comfortable with investing their time into sharing their personal lives. As a platform altogether, social media is a place where the flow of information isn't controlled by a specific source. So it gives more power back to the people to say, in terms of freedom of speech and press and democratizing the flow of information. This allows people to share and express their own issues socially and politically because they aren't being restricted by certain powers or points of view in person.
Today, social media has allowed for various social movements to rise up online, which allows people to share information and advocate for the causes that they view, while being able to create a community that also shares the same values and views with joint collaborations for corporate uprisings, peaceful protests, and much more.
The ease of spreading information or being able to access these movements makes it easier for people to be aware of what is going on quicker because of the remote interaction, and allows others to spread knowledge of what is currently happening with that organization for joint protests.
For teens today, social media allows for easier access to knowledge of former students, such as teens being able to reach out to former students and asking for advice or help, and also study materials through YouTube, specifically finding the best sources to study. For example, the SATs, you could easily search up study hacks on the SAT, or even quizzes for... There are many study hacks on social media, such as YouTube, where you could just search up anything that you want to learn and it will pop right up. And it's very convenient for people that want to study.
Especially now, schools have started to use social media in a way to communicate and spread information, such as just school news, projects that are coming up, fundraising, and just any type of event related to school. It has also become a main form of communication, which is now the most preferred way people want to receive it, since it is able to approach a broad amount of people in a short amount of time and doesn't require people to be physically present.
Personally, as the publicist for multiple clubs and organizations in the school, I use platforms like Instagram and TikTok to be able to promote events and market different activities school-wide. Major corporations have also adapted these social media platforms into their marketing. Several ways that they have used this is increased brand awareness, improved customer engagement, different marketing of specific... Major corporations have induced social media into their form of marketing and has led to increased brand awareness, improved customer engagement, the ability to market towards specific demographics, to be available to see different customer insights, and to incorporate other competitors' social media activities into their main objectives.
Brands have used social media to reach a large audience across from different platforms, significantly increasing visibility and recognition for their brand. By this tactic, they improved customer engagement and interacts directly with customers through comments, likes, shares, and also messages, which fosters a deeper connection and understanding of their needs.
Being able to understand what the customer wants lets them gain valuable data about their audience preferences, behaviors, and points through social recognition of their habits, which can therefore be introduced into the future of their company and where they want their direction to go, what they want their corporation's direction to be.
And because these businesses are able to gain valuable data of their audience's preferences, they're able to target specific demographics and be able to see what the general public of their audience really wants. And due to this can help them with beating their competitors in social media activity to identify trends and opportunities that can help improve their business and grow their business even more. Me personally, I am a part of a clothing group that creates clothes and sells them to various demographics and age groups. And through social media, we're able to see the trends of what people like and what our audience and followers like as they comment, like, share our posts to many different types of platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And because of this, I use this knowledge with my team to help create products that appeal to our followers and the masses.
Overall, because social media has improved our social life. Overall, based on the social benefits, accessibility of information, and the ease of marketing to others, because of social media, we believe that it is crucial to the development of today's society and to the connection of others.
The multiple positive benefits of social media in society today proves that social media has a positive impact on not just students but everyone in this world.
There is just one scheme buddy.
Someone who takes the toilet, confessing I has to pee.
And for the audience who are not familiar with that song, what you just heard is what our generation likes to call brain rot.
Please note what you're about to hear may be dangerous, illegal, unethical, petty, misleading, immoral, and most definitely stupid.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Dude, your voice is not that deep.
Girl, I don't know. I was trying to be dramatic. Now we're going to go through some of the negative influences regarding social media. Me, along with my team, have devised a list, a few sections for the conversation, which we'll be talking about. There is education, and there is also brain rot. So first, we're going to start discussing the educational side. Kids using phones within class. I don't know. I don't think that's really a bad...
You don't think that's a bad thing, sir?
No.
Do you not see our math class, sir?
You know what section we're in right now?
Yes, I think they are an issue.
Of course they're an issue. What did you... Is your brain still on positive mode?
Well, it can easily get distracting.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Draw you away from what you should be learning in class.
Oh yeah. Yes, it helps with like the learning and like how it kind of helps the concentration, but sometimes it's like the educational aspect of it. Like if you have your phone during class, many people, it's already like casting half their attention span on what they're gonna do on social media.
It definitely affects sleep hours. I know that for sure. There'll be
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, Quang. As I was saying before, it definitely affects sleep hours. There will be times at like midnight when I'm actually trying to go to bed. I'll be tired, but I can't go to sleep. I just instantly start doom scrolling on my phone. For those who don't know what doom scrolling is, literally just scrolling through all the meaningless content across the internet.
Yeah,
It's like what you did in class.
I'm quite the victim about doom scrolling. I've had a lot of hours of screen time on my phone.
Yeah, so that's definitely a con. I feel like the only positive aspect of like social media in educational surrounding is, I guess, collaboration with like teams, like what we did.
Oh yeah, like
part of this project to basically collab with my other teammates to get their contacts and everything. I feel like that's pretty much the only helpful use. Because not everybody's gonna have an iPhone, so not everybody can use messages or something like that. So in a case scenario like that, social media really comes as a benefit, but there are more cons to it than pros. Yeah, the attention spans of people, especially our generation in particular, has decreased so low.
And I want to say this because I want to target towards like those meet the officers, like those slides. Like it's kind of cool. Like you get to know like who's in what club and like who's leading them. But they spend so much work on those slides, but I just fear that people just scroll right past them.
Okay, so next up we will be covering the brain rot topic.
Oh yeah.
It could be considered disrespectful or offensive, especially towards the older generation.
I know.
Things like, what is it? Oh, God, I'm gonna hate saying this. Gyat.
Oh my God.
Oh God, it's so bad. It's obviously an abbreviation for like goddamn, catcalling basically.
Oh yeah, I couldn't think of the word.
I don't want to call it it's not body shaming, but it's definitely like catcalling, and it can be disrespectful. And
it's promoting like a real bad behavior,
exactly,
especially to the younger genre.
Yeah,
exactly. And there are some that are just plain offensive.
Let's pull up the generation, the Gen
God,
Z.
Quang, don't do this.
Oh.
Yeah, you want to speed run through the words?
Speed run through the words and try and connect them to like a social issue. Yeah, is catcalling.
No cap.
No cap's not.
It's not that bad.
Why is that even a thing? Just say not lying. I'm not even lying.
No lie. Riz.
That could be disrespectful.
Actually, yeah, the whole idea behind Riz, not like the word itself, but the idea behind it.
What's another one?
Delulu.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Me and Jason were just like, what?
You don't know what Delulu is?
Oh, Delulu. No. I heard Balolo.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Delulu?
Short for delusional.
I've never heard that one.
Oh my, Jaden.
I heard, but
It's okay.
it's not too crazy. It's just a shorter way of saying delusional.
That's so stupid. Just say delusional. So it can be disrespectful, it can be offensive or inappropriate, but it also can cause a sort of disconnection between generations. Wait, you put that, Quinn. Could you like explain that more?
Oh yeah. So I was thinking like this, right? Because the more we talk, and parents don't understand it. It's like speaking a different language.
It's a modern f***ed up Shakespearean.
So the reason why I say it disconnects with other generations is because with the young generations, we find that extremely cringe that they are speaking the language that we created. And we're not even using it. We're only using it for fun. They're using it as like their actual language. And that's the thing with them and then our parents, their grandparents.
Dude, it was like the gritty third graders.
It's literally like dab and T-posing.
It's funny because it typically starts with stuff that we'll see and it gets spread across the internet and then it will make its way to younger generations and then they'll have the addiction. It's an infection. It's a genuine virus. It disrupts education and teamwork or collaboration.
Yeah. Definitely.
It impairs cognitive development for the younger generation, and it also can lead to a phone addiction.
Virus.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
We were talking about the virus.
It's not all the time used for humor and education. It can also be connected towards dark humor or even profanity.
Oh, that's a big one, huh? Because profanity. Like, you don't want your kids to swear so much.
We got to the body shaming part. Like, oh, I didn't even talk about looks maxing.
I was gonna say, but
Gyat, we got past Gyat, but looks maxing, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, that could also be connected towards body shaming. It literally rots the brain. Who wrote that one?
I think you mentioned it and I wrote it down.
It just gets in your head and it just stays there.
I know, like you listen to Jaden's reaction, or whenever like we say a brain rot term, it's like
yeah, because it's cringy. It's kind of in a way unsettling, especially it just makes me uncomfortable.
One of the studies, the one that I researched about is from Yale Medicine, and it was talking about how social media, like statistically, they did a research in Yale. And that they said that first off, your attention span, they decreased by 30% simply by just having your phone in front of you.
Yeah, that's like even crazier adding with the information I got from McLean Hospital, where they said 69% of adults and 81% of teens in the US alone use social media.
I know.
So if 30% is with like essentially every single 69% of adults and 81% of teens, you can imagine.
So how could that have affected like relationships with like your fellow friends?
I guess standards maybe. I think there are a lot of standards on social media that like maybe let's say you were to watch something and like they talk about what you should expect in someone. And then
expectation.
that could change the people around you who you are actually around and like make you reconsider a lot of stuff. In a bad way, of course.
Yeah, when I was writing this, I was thinking about like what I said earlier, aura. Right.
Okay.
The plus and minus auras. So I was thinking of that, and I'm like, oh, it's like this thing when you look at your friends, and I'm like, are they suddenly just not that presence that you feel, right?
Dude, it seems so unprofessional. It's
okay. I'll leave this out. Feel your aura.
Oh God! Stop.
It's like Shy. There's a match between in basketball in the NBA. You know Shy Gilgeous-Alexander? You don't know? Okay. So I think he's like one of the current best players right now in his generation. And a simple handshake with an audience and a fan, that dude just got knocked out of stock.
Wait, what? What's going on?
I was talking about aura.
Oh, sorry.
Oh God, Quang!
Fine, I won't mention it.
Oh God. Oh God.
He just has a bullet point, like any highlighted aura that he just really wants to talk about.
And there you have it. a glimpse into some of the pros and cons that social media brings towards the development of the younger generation.
But which side would you choose?
Do you think social media is a positive utility tool for communication within our society, helping us expand our knowledge through professional expertise?
Or do you think it makes a negative impact in our community, inducing anxiety, depression, and even sleep deprivation?
The choice is yours.
We hope you enjoyed.
Stay tuned for the next episode where we will finally answer the age-long question, can Tom Hanks talk to dogs? We like to think so.
Okay, that's a wrap.
Okay, what do we do now?
Girl, I don't know.